Please. Good boy. So this sweet, adorable, social, lovely dog has repeatedly threatened and bit his owner, amongst other people. How do we get there with a dog like this? The recipe is really simple, especially with a little dog. Don't train it, don't give it structure, don't treat it like a real dog. And then as a result, the dog is led to believe that its power is omnipotent. We have to help the dog understand where he fits in with us, and we have to provide structure. It's not about what do we do in the moment when he's behaving aggressively. It's how do we provide structure so that we don't arrive at that moment, or in some cases we don't arrive there as frequently as you are. Now, he's a very easy dog to get along with. He's a very easy dog to train. He's a sweetheart of a dog. So this is all good news, okay? Some people would be frustrated by that because they say, well, crap, I'm having so much trouble with my dog, and yet he's being an angel with you. That's actually a good thing. That means that that's what he's capable of being if things are done the right way. If a trainer has a hard time with the dog, that's where you need to be worried. Provided the trainer knows what they're doing, provided they have the right skill set, if they're having a problem, then that bodes very badly for the dog owner. So, a couple of very simple, basic things. He's a resource guarder. He will guard a person, he will guard his spot on the sofa, he will guard the door when the doorbell rings because he wants access, first dibs at first crack at the person coming through the door. We just have to show the dog that we control resources. You are gifted certain resources by us, and the more nicely that he plays, the bigger we open up our treasure chest, as it were. So, it's lunchtime for me. I've got some broccoli and some falafel and some chicken, but it's all interesting stuff to a dog. It's not super exciting. It's not exactly fast food, but to a dog, it's very exciting. We've been working a lot on his leave it command. Leave it. Leave it. Nice. So he understands, right? And not only does he understand, he complies. Now, this is very hard for the dog to do. He's not just doing a leave it, he's leaving it, but yet I've asked him to be doing this exercise and stay within the boundaries of the bed of his place. So if you notice, when he leaves it, he finds it easier to leave it and disconnect and move away. Why would I sit right here and just be tempted by this? That's a waste of my time and energy. I'll just move away. He's not running away. He's not afraid of it. It's not that it brings some scary negative consequence. But he is leaving it. Things like this are how we avoid problems with dogs like Parker. Simple little training things, simple little things that add up over time. It's like putting money in a piggy bank. And if you do it, even though it's a little bit at a time, after a while, it does add up. So when I'm putting down treats for him now, it's not technically a reward. I didn't give it to him the instant he left the food. But what I am doing is I'm showing him a distinction, which he already knows. More accurately, I'm showing whoever's watching this video the distinction that the dog can make between things he's allowed to have and things that he's not, and that the dog is not suppressed to the point of he's shutting down and not touching anything. So if I put my lovely healthy lunch near the dog, he doesn't touch it and he moves away. And then if I scatter some treats of his all over the place, he's clear enough, right? He's got clarity to know what's his and that he's absolutely allowed to have it, but he's not allowed to touch what's mine. Very useful exercise, because then we can ask him to leave many things that he wants to resource guard. And very importantly, before we are at the juncture of dealing with him when he's in a resource guarding moment, we're practicing this with him every day, a couple times a day, for the person to establish with their dog that we work together, we have a working rapport, because you can't ask for the 10 on 10 from the dog until you've proven to him that you can ask for the 1 through 9 on 10. Once you've done that a bunch of times, then the dog says, oh yeah, I recognize you, you're my boss. We work together. You ask me to do things and then I do them for you. And in bonus points, I have a heck of a lot of fun doing these things for you. So that's what we want. So here's what we've got now, right? So now if this is my couch and I'm sitting down with the dog, hey buddy. Oh, let's see if there's room for me here. I want to squash the dog. Perfect. And I want to eat my lunch. This gives him the structure that he needs. So now let's try this again. Let's take a look at how he can make a distinction, how he's got such great clarity between something he's not allowed and something he's allowed. See the difference? Leave it. Good. Good boy. Yeah. Good job, Parks. Good job, Bubba. So why doesn't a dog like Parker get aggressive? Because he's treated like a little dog. I just did a consult right now with someone who's got a Chihuahua, and the dog is fearful and aggressive, by far more extreme than Parker is. And the guy was telling me, I've had dog de Bordeaux's in the past, and when I had those dogs, and he was telling me how he trained the dogs and how obedient they were. And then I said, well, why didn't you do the same with this? Well, he's a little guy, and we carry him around a lot. My wife would get on the treadmill for an hour with the dog in her arms. That's not the recipe for a healthy life for the dog. That really handicaps the dog. If all of our structure is in place and then you want to do that, that's fine. I had 3 cups of coffee this morning with my dog on the couch with me, where he was sprawled out across my lap. I was supporting the weight of his giant bulldog skull with one hand. We were petting him and stroking him, and then we went and walked on the property, whatever. But all the structure was in place before we did that. You don't start with that. You fold that in later on. Good boy. So I'm happy to say that this guy's going to have a great future if his owner follows what he's supposed to do. It's training combined with lifestyle changes for a dog like this that is really going to help them get close to that end goal, that finish line.